Barnaby the bear wasn't like the other bears in Whispering Woods. While they were busy practicing their fiercest roars and sharpening their claws on old oak trees, Barnaby was busy. Knitting, yes, knitting. He'd found a book on it, left behind by a camper, and was now obsessed. He knitted scarves for squirrels, hats for badgers, and even tiny mittens for field mice. The other bears just didn't get it. "Barnaby," grumbled Bartholomew, the biggest bear of all. "A bear's job is to be big and scary, not to make fluffy things." Barnaby would just smile and offer him a new, brightly colored beanie, which Bartholomew would always refuse with a huff. One crisp autumn morning, a panic spread through the woods. The annual Great Honey Festival was just a week away, and the grand prize, the legendary golden honeycomb, was missing. It was always kept atop the tallest, slickest, most unclimbable cliff in the forest, the slippery spire. But now its perch was empty. All the animals gathered at the bottom of the cliff, chattering nervously. The birds couldn't lift it, the squirrels couldn't grip the smooth rock, and even the bears, strong as they were, couldn't find a single foothold. Bartholomew tried to climb, his big claws scraping uselessly against the stone before he slid back down with a thump. "It's hopeless," he roared in frustration. Just then, Barnaby pushed through the crowd, dragging a gigantic, lumpy bundle of something. It was a rainbow of colors: pinks, blues, yellows, and greens, all woven together. "What's that, Barnaby?" chirped a little robin. "A very, very, very long scarf." "Even better," Barnaby said with a grin. "It's a climbing rope." He unrolled the massive, knitted creation. The other animals stared. It was the softest, woolliest, and most colorful rope anyone had ever seen. Barnaby found a sturdy tree root, tied one end of his knitted rope securely, and tossed the other end up. It snagged perfectly on a jagged rock right near the top. The knitted rope had so many loops and knots that it was easy to grip. With a determined look, Barnaby started to climb. Hand over paw, he scrambled up his own creation. The other animals watched, breathless. Higher and higher he went, a rainbow bear climbing a rainbow rope. When he reached the top, he saw the problem. The golden honeycomb hadn't been stolen. It had just been knocked over by a strong gust of wind and was wedged in a small crevice just out of sight from below. Barnaby carefully retrieved it, polished it on his furry chest until it gleamed, and placed it back on its perch for all to see. A huge cheer erupted from the forest below. Barnaby rappelled back down his rope like a true hero. Bartholomew the bear shuffled his feet. "Barnaby," he said, his voice a low rumble. "That was amazing. I was wrong. Your knitting, it's not just fluffy. It's strong and very useful." Barnaby just smiled. "I have a new pattern for a bear-sized sweater, if you'd like one," he offered. This time, Bartholomew grinned. "I'd like that very much," he said. "Maybe in a nice forest green." From that day on, no one ever made fun of Barnaby's knitting again. He was known not just as Barnaby the Knitter, but as Barnaby the hero of Whispering Woods. And the Great Honey Festival that year was the coziest one they ever had, with many of the animals sporting their own custom-made Barnaby originals. Thanks for watching our little story.